Print on demand has come so far in the last few years. Platforms like Printify and Printful have opened the door for thousands of people like me and you to launch our own business with zero inventory and test very quickly. But when it comes to the wall art category in particular, it's always been a bit of a missed opportunity. You're either dealing with a very small product catalog with very few options or quality issues, and you can't really maintain consistency across your sales. And so when I came across a platform called Artello, which is a print on demand provider that exclusively works in the wall art category, I was super curious and actually reached out to them to learn more to see if it was maybe something I wanted to share with you guys. After chatting with their team and doing a ton of research and working with them, this video is now partnered by Artello, and I am so excited to chat with you about what they're doing and how they're doing it differently, and I think it'll be a game changer for the print-on-demand future. Print-on-demand platforms are incredible for launching your ideas fast. No inventory, low risk, and you can integrate with Shopify, Etsy, or your own online storefront. But as more sellers have entered the space, specialization is the next big thing. Instead of trying to offer everything, shirts, mugs, puzzles, candles, you have it, some companies are starting to go super deep in a very specific category. They're really focusing on quality, speed, customer service, and experience for the business. And that's where Artello comes in specifically for wall art. So what is Artello and why does it exist? Well, I did my research on the wall art category. The home decor space is constantly a bestseller across every single different season because people are changing out their decor. There's always different styles popping up. People are wanting to celebrate those moments, so personalization is perfect for this category. And when I took a little bit of a deeper insight into the problems that people are typically having within the print-on-demand wall art category, some different problems rose to the top. One of them being limited control over quality. Most print-on-demand platforms use networks of suppliers, which means your prints might come from different facilities, and sometimes the color or the paper just isn't quite consistent. You can see that this is a big problem if you are trying to build a brand in the wall art category and one customer is getting one product and another customer is getting another. So it leads to this level of inconsistency that makes it really hard to build momentum and scale a brand. Additionally, we saw a big problem being lack of product differentiation. Everyone's selling the same three options. There's not much room to build a brand around art if you can't differentiate yourself, offer unique things, and offer really top of the line products within the wall art category. And lastly, a lot of folks had some problems with just the branding and premium element of the product. For a lot of people, wall art is a very expensive option. They are wanting to hang this on their wall and showcase it to everybody that walks through the door, which means they're willing to pay a little bit of money, and your brand should reflect that if you're looking to launch a wall art brand. The key point here is that if you're wanting to launch a premium brand, the generic mailer just wasn't really hitting it. What I love about Artello is that they fixed a lot of this with their business model, and they're doing several things differently. Number one, they own their own production. Everything is printed, packaged, and shipped in their own facility, which means you are guaranteed consistent quality on every single order that goes out. They're not outsourcing to any third party or random print shops. They do it all in-house. And secondly, it's what this whole video was overarching about. They only do wall art. They don't ship mugs, they don't ship t-shirts, they don't ship other options, just paper, framing, wall accessories, and all things wall art. And they do that at a high level. That is their entire business. That is their DNA. So that's what makes them different, but let's talk about what actually makes them stand out. Product range. They have an insane variety of papers and frames, from affordable poster options to a high-end giclée fine art options, plus oak, metal, and minimalist frames in tons of finishes. You can even sell gallery art sets in 2, 3, 4 sets, which is a huge basket builder and involving additional revenue on every single purchase that you're shipping out. So you can build these really bespoke, beautiful custom packages and have a higher value for your customers that come to your website. This is a great upsell tactic that right now we don't really have a good solve for if you're using a platform like Printify or Printful. The other thing that makes them stand out to me is their branding options. This is a big deal. You can add custom packaging elements like branded inserts, stickers, and upgraded boxes. That kind of detail makes your art brand feel elevated and giftable, which really matters if you're trying to sell premium prints. Now, this may not be the perfect fit for every single person out there, and I'll go through a few options of who Artello is perfect for, but if you are somebody that is wanting to launch a brand, something that you are in it for the long haul and you are looking for an exclusive print-on-demand provider that really focuses on wall art, that's where Artello would really come into play here. The other thing that makes them really stand out is sometimes when you're operating with individual print-on-demand providers, the software and the technology behind the back end isn't quite up to par with some of these really big names like Printify and Printful. These very large brands have a lot of money and a lot of revenue coming into their business, and so they can invest a lot of their time and money into the tech of their business. What's great about Artello is even though they do only specialize in wall art, the software is really, really good, and they've baked in a lot of different options that will allow you time savings if you're looking to bring your products over from another website. So if you have a lot of products already built out and you're wanting to just test out Artello, instead of having to create all those listings again, they have options that will help you do that with their bulk uploader. They also have seamless integration with the big platforms out there like Etsy and Shopify. And they have everything that you would need when it comes to mockup generators and listing templates, which makes it that seamless experience that you can expect if you're dealing with these big platforms that sell across all different product categories. So who is the right fit for Artello? I think a big part of my channel is wanting to bring my audience and my community things that they maybe haven't seen before, or maybe things that they weren't aware of. It's really easy for me to come on here and make a video about Printify and maybe just get everybody doing the exact same thing that everybody else is doing. But obviously it's hard to break into an industry if you're just trying to copy what everyone else is doing. So I want to bring my audience these different tools and companies and products and trends that maybe haven't been seen before, so you know that there are different options outside of just kind of the rat race that we seem to get into with print on demand sometimes, of just like launching a bunch of listings and hoping that one of them hits. If you do your research and you're really mindful about the brand that you're trying to launch, print on demand doesn't have to be just these $5 mugs and $10 t-shirts. You can build beautiful, beautiful products. And so I want to make sure that's clear that this might not work for everybody. This might not be the best brand for every single seller out there, but if you are interested in launching wall art and you're really serious about building a brand, it is the perfect company for you for that. So some people that fit into that mold are going to be actual photographers and artists. If you're a photographer and you're watching this, you've been wanting to launch your own print-on-demand business where you can take your photos or you can take prints of your art and actually sell them online, this is perfect for you because it's the highest quality print on demand, so you don't have to own any inventory and people can come onto your website and purchase this product, and you can be rest assured that the product is going to be placed through production properly and using these really high-end prints and papers that fit your expectations. This is also perfect if you are in that bucket where you're a Printify and you're a Printful seller and maybe you're using some of their wall art examples already and you haven't been happy with it, or you are happy with it and you just want to offer a higher end solution, or you want to offer sets, or you want to test a little something different that you don't see on Etsy right now because probably people aren't utilizing Artello as their provider. So think about that if there are categories on Etsy that you're seeing perform really, really well, or on Shopify, and you've wanted to elevate that and offer like a higher price point or a higher value item to your audience. This is also perfect for wholesale artists. We have a lot of different boutiques and retail pop-ups that are looking for wholesale art that they can sell within their store or at these retail pop-ups or on platforms like Faire, where people are wanting to come in, maybe buy something for $30 and sell it for $50 in their own shop. This is perfect for that. It integrates well for that. So if you were looking to get into more of that like pop-up, in-store, retail, wholesale space, they're perfect for that option too. One thing that really stood out to me when I spoke to the Artello team was their emphasis on customer service and quality. I think we've all had our frustrations when working with different print-on-demand platforms where we're trying to get information, there's an issue with quality, and I just want to be assured that this product is going to be handled properly because otherwise I'm stuck holding the bag, and it just kind of falls flat for customer service. That is what Artello is anchored on. They ship everything themselves, they package everything themselves, they only do art, so their quality control is totally different than a lot of those like marketplace platforms. I don't know enough about printing and art, but when they said words like we calibrate our printers and test for color control, that said to me that they know what they're talking about. So I'm going to take their word for it. They're the experts here. But hearing those types of words about how focused they are on their quality and getting the best out of the product made me really excited about what type of brands people could build with Artello. I'm a sucker for good packaging, and they have so many great packaging options on their website that would allow you to add in custom inserts, and also you don't want your products arriving with like bent frames or broken, and they really anchor on the fact that they are going to make sure that that product gets to the customer in a flawless shape, and that's a focus that they have for the business. And just as I was wrapping up editing this video, I thought, I've missed something. I have to show a sample so you all can get an idea on how these products come, how they're packaged, and what the final result looks like. And so that's exactly what I did. So what I have here is a sample that I ordered, and you can see that it has come in the mail and it was listed as handle with care, which is very exciting. And I'm just gonna unwrap it live for you right now. Came with this really cool little thank you card that you can design, and it's added directly onto the package, and the package is wrapped, obviously came super bubble wrapped and super secure. They included these little plastic edge pieces to make sure that the sides don't get dented, which I think is amazing. And there you have it, a beautifully framed print that has the oak edges, super sturdy, not a single damage on the actual design, and really amazing color details across the product. So I'm super happy with this sample. There you go. So here's my honest take. I think the platforms like Printify and Printful, they're not going anywhere. I'm still going to use them. They have their place and probably have more of a mass appeal because of all of the options that they're able to offer and the ease of sign up that they offer as well. But if you're building a brand specifically around wall art, and that is the category that you want to get in, and you want to offer the best products to your customers still without owning any inventory or ever having to touch a product, Artello is a really interesting alternative. It's beautiful because it's not trying to be everything to everyone. Artello is just cool doing the one thing. We do wall art, we do it well, we ship it here. If you like us, come sign up. And personally, I love the direction that that's going. I think we're gonna see more of that in the print on demand space of people focusing on quality, people focusing on customer service. Yes, we can definitely pump out volume, but if we're trying to build a brand and build long-term relationships with our customers and we're in it for the long haul, having the stamp of approval on quality and customer service are key. I'll have links if you want to check them out in the description below. And in the comments, please let me know if there are other products that you have interest in selling print on demand, or you haven't been super happy with the quality, or you have different ideas, and just maybe that's what I'll test next. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I post videos at least weekly talking all things print on demand, all things starting a business. I will catch you on the next one.